opinion on that. But I do know one thing.
Into the Quincy's 200 years ago. I heard the story a long time ago from my master. It's a little more than just an old legend. That's not the reason why I fight. I'm not so sentimental that I'd hold that against you. When I heard the story of the fall of the Quincy's, I actually thought the Soul Reapers were right. Until I saw my master die before my eyes. Because he was one of the last surviving Quincy's, my master was kept under constant round-the-clock surveillance. But nonetheless, Master kept arguing the case to the Soul Reapers that Quincy's were necessary. He thought of ways for both groups to fight together. Soul Reapers, in the peace of the Soul Society, are always slow to respond to hollows in this world. He argued that it would be better to have a team of Quincy's in this world who would be constantly on the lookout for hollows and able to deal with them quickly. But the Soul Reaper's reaction to that was always the same. They'd say, "Don't interfere with our work." So, my master was killed. The enemy that day was 5 large hollows. It was obvious he was no match for them without the help of the Soul Reapers. But as always, they were slow to arrive on the scene. They showed up and defeated the hollows 2 hours after my master had started fighting. Master had been dead for an hour before they arrived. In the end, Master's philosophy was never able to get through to the Soul Reapers. If they'd listened, they'd been willing to embrace his ideas. If they had recognized the strength of the Quincy's, they would have been able to arrive in time to save him. And Master wouldn't have had to die. Do you understand, Ichigo Kurosaki? I must demonstrate it to you. I have to show you the strength that the Quincy's possess. Frankly, I don't want your help in this battle. You're a Soul Reaper, and I'm a Quincy. Our 2 ways of thinking are totally different. If you think that my way is wrong, then please just watch from there. I will be more than happy to demonstrate its effectiveness for you.
You talk too much! The point is, your master's #1 desire wasn't to prove that the Quincy's are better than the Soul Reapers. He wanted both of them to fight together as a team. If we don't do that now, we may never get another chance. So Soul Reapers and Quincy's are as opposite as bookends. Fine. Fighting against overwhelming odds is still better when it's done back to back.
Back to back? But how so? You mean actually fighting together? A Quincy and a Soul Reaper? Side by side?
Are you still hung up on that? It's kill or be killed, and fighting alone is tough. We have no choice. We have to help each other. Isn't survival a good enough reason to overcome our differences? I was born a human. I really don't even know all that much about Soul Reapers. I mean, I'm not doing this work because I like it. But I do want to defeat the Hollows.
Why?
Because my mother was killed by a Hollow. Now do you finally get it? That's enough reason by itself. But it's not the only one. It's just... becoming a Soul Reaper has given me purpose. Since that Hollow killed my mother, my dad and sisters have had a really rough time. I don't want anyone else to have to go through that. I don't want to see that again. So I fight them. I'm not a superhero or anything. It's not like I can protect everybody in the entire world. But at the same time, I don't just want to protect the few I can hold in my arms either. I want to protect as many people as I can. Who do you? Whatever your reasons for it, this contest that you challenged me to is endangering a whole lot of people. It was irresponsible. And for that, I won't forgive you. But now, we need to fight together. There are too many of these things to waste any more time. It's kill or be killed, so let's kill as many of these bastards as we can. I'll kick your butt later. How about it?
Jeez. You talk too much, too. But nonetheless, Ichigo, I understand. In other words, if we don't survive this, then we won't be able to fight each other.
That's the idea. But I'm still gonna make you cry.
Just try it. If you survive. Huh? Wait, Ichigo. The Hollows. They're acting strange. They're all looking up at the sky. It's almost as if they're praying.
Whoa! What is that? It's bigger than big! Is it a Hollow too?
What are we going to do? We can't fight that thing and the multitude of Hollows.
Shut up! We have no choice! Shoot!
Mr. Kurosaki, we've come to help you.
You're Rukia's friend. Hat and clogs?
We'll take care of all the Hollows around here. That way you, Mr. Kurosaki, can concentrate on fighting that guy. Go on. There's no time to talk right now.
It's coming through.
What is it? Rukia? What is that huge hollow?
That's a Menos. It's a giant hollow formed from the conglomeration of hundreds of ordinary hollows. But until now, I've only seen illustrations of it in textbooks. That's Menos Grande. It's impossible. When that thing appears, the Royal Special Task Force has to come and deal with it. That thing, it's way beyond the abilities of one Soul Reaper.
No way. How are we supposed to fight that?
It's pointless to try to think about how we ought to go about fighting that thing. To beat that guy, we just have to cut, and cut some more! There's no other way! Let's go, Uryu!
Wait! Ichigo!
Ichigo, stop! You can't fight that thing! Urahara, what are you doing? Do you want Ichigo to get killed?
No.
Then move! We have to stop him! Ichigo can't beat that!
I'm afraid I can't do that. I'm very sorry, Miss Kuchiki. Please, just watch quietly. This battle is absolutely necessary.
A binding spell? My body, I can't...
That is for you, and for him as well.
Shoot. Not good. I can't do enough damage with this. Come on, Ichigo. Control your spirit energy. Let it build up and then release it at maximum output.
I've never really controlled my spirit energy before.
What? I don't believe it. How do you even fight against hollows?
How the hell should I know that? Controlling spirit energy basically means just turning it on and off, right? But there's no faucet. How am I supposed to control its flow? If I'm giving off a lot of spirit energy, then maybe it's on full blast all the time.
Full blast all the time? Well, that would explain a lot of things. But the idea of all his energy pouring out all the time doesn't seem to bother him even a bit. Good grief. Is he really that stupid? What? His spiritual pressure is rising?
Is he actually going to discharge it here? Run, quickly! If it hits you, then there won't be anything left. Just go! Run, Ichigo!
Ichigo! That sound, sympathetic resonance. And what's this abnormal spiritual pressure? Ichigo is accumulating energy. The sound I'm hearing, it's like some kind of a giant magnet pulling particles of iron out of sand or something like that. It all makes sense. No matter how much spirit energy one has, if it's left to continuously spill out, it all drains away. If he can't even control his spirit energy, then he must have an incredible amount to do what he does. So if Ichigo's spirit energy was constantly contained, the pressure would skyrocket. Then, if he suddenly released it all at once...
This is impossible. Ichigo, cut the Menos all the way from head to toe.
The Menos is retreating.
Victory!
What a guy. I don't know how, but somehow he managed to chase away that behemoth.
What's going on? I can't move. What the heck?